when I first got here, there was a culture of the students didn't have a sense of self-pride. There wasn't a sense of I'm going to achieve, I'm going to do good. Yeah, you had a majority, a good majority of students that were doing fair. Then you had your probably 5 or 10% that were the A's in the honor roll and everything like that. And then you had, kids that were performing low. So I'm like, so how do we reach all of them to even get the higher upper kids, even the medium kids, to achieve well, to believe in themselves, to have a belief system of a culture of you can be the change, right? Because that's our mission statement, be the change. And so I always tell these students, be the change you seek in the world. So what I did is I started tying the medals to our short cycle assessment. We have advisories, and our advisories is about building relationships with our students, because we have to teach our students differently, right?
Well, it makes me feel proud of myself because I accomplished to go higher, and because my teachers too, they helped me. Well, so they're really great. Once again, we're proud of ourselves.
Because if they're coming from a background of free and reduced lunch population, we have to understand our students don't have a locus of control. They don't have sequential orders. They have a short-term memory blocks. Those could be taught, but you have to teach it within a period that you're not going to cut into the content of the curriculum. So when you create advisories, you're building those relationships. And through those advisories, what we do is, just to cut down on discipline referrals, is if a student does not get, if any, say this advisory, they're perfect for the whole month, and they got the least amount of discipline referrals for that month, we'll buy them a breakfast party. Because we want to reward and we want to make a big deal about positive behavior. Because when negative behavior happens, right, we already know there's immediate consequences for bad behavior. There should be immediate consequences for good behavior. And then the kids are, coming down to what is going on? Why am I getting mad? We make a big deal, right? A big deal should be happening when a student all of a sudden believes in themselves. Now you've got them hooked. But it should be more than just a pat on the back. It should be more than just the A on the report card. It should be something that should be celebrated. And we should celebrate. Every testing cycle, we should celebrate the kids that test on grade level and make more than a 5-month growth in their reading or math within the 3-month span of those testing cycles.
I have to say that here at Kennedy, we've seen a lot of successes this year. We've seen phenomenal growth from our overall student population. We've seen our students go from not being able to express themselves in written questions, and we've been using a lot of different strategies in the classroom and kind of really pushing them to express themselves writtenly to improve in their academics. And we've seen major growths from students. We've seen almost a 1 to 2 year growth on a number of students just from their abilities to verbally express themselves. Now they can do it writtenly.
Sometimes you just have to sometimes you're burnt out, but you still have to go and do things even if you don't want to, because life's life. You can't really just, if you don't want to do it, you can't just not do it, because there will be consequences for it.
When I started working here 16 years ago, when they would take their performance-based tests or tasks, they really didn't take them serious. They would just rush through them just to finish them. But since we've implemented the incentive program, I see them taking time because they want to earn that reward. They want to be recognized in front of their peers. So they take their time, and I've seen an increase in their test scores. For our students, any kind of reward that they can get, they love. And we have attendance program for perfect attendance, and the kids win free supplies. They love that because they don't have supplies. And after a while of asking their teachers over and over, can I get a pencil? Can I borrow paper? I need a new notebook. Can I get another binder? Earning those free supplies feels really good to them. They don't have to continue to ask. So.
Well, it gives you something to work for, I would say, because sometimes you could go to school, it just feels like you're working towards nothing. But when there's motivation behind it, it gives you something to, hey, I might get a medal if I do this, yeah. Especially, there's a lot of great teachers, a lot of cool motivational stuff.
All day long I hear, I got a medal, did you see all these? Did you see my bling bling? All day long, and they talk about it until the next testing, and then they want to earn it again. So they feel really good about themselves. It's a chance for them to boost their self-esteem.
If you don't do so good on I-ready and you don't earn a medal, that means you could strive to get better, and not only just for the medal, but for high school, because they say that the better you do on tests, the better classes you get for advisory and your electives. So you also have to think about that if you're in 8th grade. And that's all they talked to us about, was just trying to succeed, not just for the prize, but in the long run, it helps you.
You can't measure where a kid comes from in their background. But when they get here, you want to make this the safe haven that they have. You want them to feel like, this is where I've had success. This is where I will succeed. And we want to make that feeling that they know where they're at, grade level wise. And we want to know that when they leave in 8th grade, they're going to be successful.